Welcome to ECCB Connects. This is a production of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank designed to share with you who we are, what we do, and how we serve you. Over the period of 2 days from October 16 and 17, financial experts, regulators, law enforcement agencies, and policy makers from across the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union gathered at the Sir Cecil Jacobs Auditorium in St. Christopher, St. Kitts and Nevis for the ECCB's inaugural Anti-Money Laundering and Countering the Financing of Terrorism and Proliferation Financing Conference. The conference was held under the theme Compliance in the 21st Century, Financial Inclusion and Digital Transformation in a Dynamic Landscape. From artificial intelligence to the modernization of our payment systems, and from beneficial ownership to financial inclusion, the conversations were as timely as they were transformative. We will speak with some of the conference presenters and participants after the break. Stay with us.
Are you connected? Have you liked the ECCB Connects Facebook page and subscribed to the YouTube channel? It's quick and easy. Next time you go check in for the latest coup on Facebook, just search for ECCB Connects and hit like. While you're at it, check us out on YouTube. Search for ECCB Connects and hit subscribe. And just like that, you're connected. But don't keep it all to yourself. Invite your relatives, friends, associates, and even your Facebook stalkers to get connected too. Hey, you're not on Facebook? No problem. Send us a WhatsApp message to 662-2561 and we'll connect you to our broadcast list. So come on, get connected.
Thanks for staying connected. From compliance to inclusion and from policy to people, the message is clear. A stronger, safer financial system benefits us all. Speaking at the opening of the 2-day conference, Deputy Governor Dr. Valda Henry encouraged the participants to adopt a proactive and collaborative approach to compliance, one that upholds stability, transparency, and trust across the region's financial system, ensuring that they work for all, except bad actors.
The digital era has revolutionized the financial ecosystem, from mobile banking and fintech solutions to artificial intelligence, digital currencies, and instant payment systems, just to name a few. We are witnessing a profound transformation in how financial services are delivered. Digital innovation is reshaping customer experiences, expanding access, and accelerating transactions. These innovations hold immense potential to enhance efficiency, reduce costs, and broaden reach. They, however, also present new vulnerabilities and sophisticated risk that requires us to rethink traditional approaches to AML, CFT, CPF, compliance, and risk management. Cyber-related crimes have become very prevalent, with criminals employing sophisticated social engineering techniques to mislead customers. Money laundering schemes have also become increasingly innovative in our region, with many of the schemes expanding across multiple jurisdictions. And folks, this is really serious, because they are, even not just the ordinary public can get deceived, even sophisticated regulators and compliance officers.
As we navigate the digital age, the work of ensuring that no one is left behind while protecting the integrity of our financial space remains a shared responsibility. Mindful of this, the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank brought together experts in the field to lead the important conversations.
Today concluded the ECCB's inaugural AML-CFT conference, which brought together over 100 compliance professionals, national regulators, and experts in the field. The theme, which focused on financial inclusion, digital transformation, look to see how within a dynamic landscape we can facilitate not only accessibility for all, but ensuring that there are affordable means to financial services for our citizens of the ECCU. The conference also focused on some new and emerging trends as it relates to money laundering, terrorist financing, and proliferation financing within our space. It also sought to address some burning concerns of our financial institutions with regards to legislative reforms that is needed to ensure the adequate application of a risk-based approach across our FIs, thereby making it accessible and easier for our citizens to participate within the formal financial sector.
Manager of Financial Compliance at the Office of National Drug and Money Laundering Control Policy in Antigua and Barbuda, Akeem Shaw, presented at the conference on new and emerging money laundering, trafficking of financing, and proliferation financing risks in the ECCU. His presentation highlighted areas pertaining to cyber-related fraud and payday loans, pyramid schemes, and job search scams. He spoke with ECCB Connects about the trending issues in relation to fraud and how everyone could play their part to fight illicit actors.
One of the main trends that we are seeing around the Caribbean is what is known as business email compromise. That is where hackers get into the email of individuals and misrepresent them to financial institutions or financial institutions to them. As a result, they then request financial institutions to move funds from client accounts to accounts located in other jurisdictions. And once the money is gone, if it is not reported in a timely manner, then it is gone forever. As a result, as compliance professionals, we ask that you report these instantly. And also, as clients, whenever you receive instructions to wire funds to an account that you're not aware of, pick up the phone, call your supplier, ask them if they in fact sent you such a request. And as for a financial institution, if you receive a request from a client to move funds from the client's account to another account, call the client, ask them, did they send that request? We're in this fight together, and only through such collaborative effort that we are able to fight and push back against these fraudsters.
ECCB Connects also spoke with some of the conference participants who described the inaugural conference as timely and packed with relevant information.
We generally don't always get the perspective of the standard-setting bodies. So for us, hearing from the Caribbean Action Task Force and the changes that will be made to the international standards that govern our laws in St. Lucia and the OECS, the perspective was really good for us, and it will sort of help us to, in our strategic planning, how we move ahead, how we set our frameworks within the banks, how we plan into the next coming years of our KYC processes, CDD, etc. So the insight for us to be able to build those practices into our frameworks will be useful.
The mere fact that we have collaboration and the inclusion and the technological advancement, we cannot continue with manual processes. We cannot continue with things that have been happening ages and many moons ago, because society is changing, the world is changing, practices, procedures are changing, and we have to be abreast with technology to be able to meet the needs in a more efficient and effective manner.
This has been a really great conference, and the use of AI comes up with everything, but there's so many data points. The customers touch and feel us right across various systems, and AI will be able to integrate the various touch points, making it easier for us to understand our customers. So lots of positives I envision for the future.
The conference provided relevant information by the nature in itself of having the regulators and the financial institutions in the same room to discuss about the trajectory as it relates to anti-money laundering and terrorist financing. We were able to discuss some of the challenges that we have as financial institutions as it pertains to the current requirements within the legislation. So we were able to have frank and open conversations in terms of our trajectory and basically collaborating and connecting into that particular direction.
And now for this week's financial tip.
Make a consistent allocation to an emergency fund. This will serve you as a buffer during financial hardship. It is recommended that you have an emergency fund of at least 3 times the monthly salary or income.
We've come to the end of this episode of ECCB Connects. We brought to you highlights from the ECCB's inaugural 2-day conference on anti-money laundering and countering the financing of terrorism and proliferation financing for financial crime prevention professionals across the ECCU. Thank you for watching, and be sure to join us again next week when we will be back with another program as we continue to share with you who we are, what we do, and how we serve you.